Hello, everyone, and thank you for visiting my channel. And today I want to talk about how much money is required to have a Filipino girlfriend in the Philippines as an expat. Taking into account the many factors involved, such as women without kids, a single mother, and women who have a lot of siblings who might need your assistance. Stay tuned. The cost of having a girlfriend in the Philippines varies widely based on several factors, such as the woman's lifestyle, cultural expectations regarding financial support, and her family situation. For example, whether she has children or many siblings. Although living costs are often lower in the Philippines than in Western countries, specific dating expenses can differ significantly. The Philippines' overall cost of living is significantly lower than in Western countries like the US or the UK, making it an affordable destination. For example, the average cost of living for an individual in the Philippines is 72.4% lower than in the United States, and for a family, it's 68.9% lower. While living expenses can be significantly cheaper than in an expat's home country, actual costs depend heavily on lifestyle choices and location within the Philippines. Many expats find that, compared to their home countries, even the most expensive cities in the Philippines are quite affordable. Depending on your expectations and the situation, dating a Filipina can range from inexpensive to very costly. Online dating offers a more affordable alternative to in person meetings, which often involve significant travel and local expenses. The total cost for dating a Filipino online, including potential visits, can vary from $1,500 to $10,000. Online dating or mail order bride sites provide basic services for $10 to $400 a month. Additional options such as camshare, video instructions, and access to personal images are available with premium subscriptions on these sites. Using a credit based system, emailing might cost around $300 a month, while assessing all communication tools could total a few $100s per month. Romance tours organized by marriage agencies to meet Filipino women generally cost between $2,000 to $5,000. Visiting the Philippines to meet a Filipino involves several expenses. Depending on your nationality, a visa may cost a few hundred US dollars, though US citizens do not need a visa for stays under 30 days. Depending on your country of origin and travel class, airline tickets can range from several hundred to thousands of US dollars. Prices vary widely. In Manila, hotel rooms typically cost between $20 and $90 per night. Dating expenses for a single date usually fall between $20 to $30, with about half spent on food. Costs for gifts and flower deliveries can range from $30 to $1,000 each month. Financial considerations often depend on family background. Filipino couples are increasingly drawn to the dual income no kids or DINK lifestyle because it offers both personal fulfillment and financial stability. This lifestyle allows couples to focus on their careers, personal development, and hobbies without concerns about childcare. The rising cost of living is a major reason for choosing a child free lifestyle. Expats dating Filipino women without children may encounter lower overall financial demands since there are no direct expenses related to children. However, cultural expectations regarding financial support for extended family members will most likely apply. Compared to dating a woman without children, dating a single mother demands a different degree of comprehension and dedication. Since her child is her top priority, schedule flexibility and maybe last minute plans may take effect at a moment's notice. Single moms frequently look for a dedicated spouse who is prepared to take on parental duties as a stepdad. They need to trust that you, the expat, are dependable in taking on this responsibility concerning their child. To her, you are her savior. Single mothers frequently experience serious financial difficulties, such as inadequate income and a lack of support networks. In the US, single mothers earn only 74 cents for every dollar paid to fathers today, amounted to 18,000 in lost earnings annually. For women of color, notably Latino mothers, this pay disparity is even more apparent, so the need for a stepdad becomes even more important. Although the majority of this data relates to the United States, it does show the financial vulnerability of single mothers who may require financial assistance. When dating a single mother in the Philippines, an expat might be expected to contribute to the child's expenses, such as education and daily needs. For a girlfriend with a daughter, a monthly allowance of $265 is deemed appropriate. Nevertheless, a little less could result in requests for additional support. The financial dependency can feel riskier in the Philippines, and traditional laws regarding adultery may also add complexity. When an expat gets involved with a Filipino, they must understand that Filipino culture places a strong emphasis on family ties, with close bonds extending beyond the nuclear family to distant relatives and close friends. Three generations living together is not uncommon, and grandparents are frequently heavily involved in the upbringing of their grandchildren. Family members are expected to uphold duties and responsibilities, including showing respect to elders and providing care for older relatives. If you rent or purchase a home in the Philippines, you may be expected to have the family live with you, which could be a part of your expenses. When dating a Filipino who has numerous siblings, financial expectations can play a big role. A frequent cultural expectation is that a partner, particularly an expat, may be required to support not only their girlfriend, but also their extended family, even if Filipino women are becoming more and more financially independent. Family members may see a financially successful brother or relative as a source of assistance or even as a ATM machine. As a result of this cultural norm, this expectation can be viewed as a debt of gratitude or utang na luhub, in which financial assistance or acts of kindness foster a sense of duty to return the favor. Filipino parents may also view their children as an investment or retirement plan, expecting financial support as they age, especially since there are limited social security or pension plans in the Philippines. This can often result in constant requests for money, which can be hard to stop without running the danger of losing family approval, because declining them could be interpreted as walang utang na luhub, or no sense of indebtedness. To prevent any manipulation or animosity, it's critical to set clear guidelines for financial help. Some Filipinas, not all, marry expats partly for financial stability, seeking a higher income, better job opportunities, and an improved standard of living for themselves and their families. To find a Filipino partner who matches your budget, consider the following. Look for a partner who is financially independent or has a stable job. While traditional views may persist, many Filipinas are empowered and financially self sufficient. Dating insight and conversations can help assess financial expectations early on. Be aware of the strong family ties and the concept of utang na luhub in their family, because you might be expected to dish out more money than you have to spend on a monthly basis. Open and honest communication about financial expectations is important. It's essential to discuss financial boundaries early in the relationship to avoid misunderstandings and potential manipulation. Your own lifestyle choices will greatly affect dating costs. Living modestly, eating local food, and using public transportation can help control expenses. If you frequently visit luxury hotels, resorts, or high end restaurants, costs will naturally rise. Women with fewer financial dependents, like ones without children or who have smaller families, may have lower financial expectations compared to those with many siblings or who are single mothers supporting multiple people. However, family support can still be a cultural expectation even without children. The city or region where your girlfriend lives can significantly impact expenses. Dating in Manila, for example, will be more expensive than in smaller cities or rural areas. It's important to set financial boundaries early and stick to them. While supporting family is a cultural norm, it's acceptable for the expat to control international transfers and set reasonable monthly amounts for assistance. Prioritizing financial education for your partner can also help foster long term financial independence rather than ongoing reliance on outside support. Be clear about your intentions. If you are looking for a serious relationship leading to marriage, be prepared for discussions about long term financial planning, including immigration costs if applicable. If the goal is casual dating, expenses may be limited to date activities and occasional gifts. Observe your Filipino spending habits and family dynamics. While being open minded about cultural differences is important, watch out for possible manipulation tactics if constant financial requests comes up. Some expats have succeeded by observing behavior and making compromises on financial support. By understanding these financial aspects and cultural nuances, expats can better manage their budget while dating in the Philippines and choose a partner whose expectations match their financial situation. Dating a Filipina without kids offers more flexibility and generally lower costs, while dating a woman with children increases your financial responsibilities to include the needs and well being of the entire family. and sometimes her extended family as well. Remember that you need to have a serious discussion about what you are and are not prepared to pay for in the relationship if you are considering dating a Filipino who has kids. For example, she may not expect you to cover expenses related solely to her children. However, her siblings, sister in laws, brothers, and others may also expect support. Before committing, make sure you have resolved all of these issues. Alright, guys, that is all for today's show. If you have any questions or comments, please comment down below. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good day.